Today, we're going to be talking about how to create a business using AI, artificial intelligence. And the tool that we're going to be using is called ChatGPT. If you haven't heard of that yet, go back to the rock you were living under. Because my friend, the world is changing very, very quickly. And the reason we're going to be using ChatGPT is because we want to speed the process up. Today's market is moving so quickly. And in order to stay competitive, you need to be able to move quickly and match that speed. Now, this whole offer that we're going to be putting together is based around Alex Hormozy's book, $100 Million Offers. Now, this is a bit of a Bible in the online community, online space, because he's just an amazing teacher. He's got amazing content, but what we've done is we've distilled a lot of his teachings into a ChatGPT prompt chain and a process that you can just follow step by step. So stay tuned, take notes, and let's dive right in. You can see here, this is our Notion template on the AI Business Creator. Okay, so we've broken everything down into very simple steps that you can follow. So we're going to just be covering part one, realizing the power within today. And then part two, part three, we're going to be covering in separate videos. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit like on this video. So I know that this is content that's valuable to you, and we will dive into those at a later date. But for now, let's focus on building a really, really solid foundation for our online offer. So in order to get to the crux of your offer and to build a business that is based on something you are actually qualified first and foremost to teach on, but you're also passionate about, you also have interests in, because I'm not going to go and create a business that's going to teach people how to surf because I'm a beginner surfer. I have no idea how to surf. I'm learning, I'm getting better, but I'm not in a position to teach it. We're going to do a little bit of groundwork before we get into the ChatGPT process, because the groundwork before you use AI is the most important step. Because if you just were to say to AI, hey, create a business for me based on this target audience, it's generally going to be just shooting in the dark. And you want to have something that is an extension of you, an extension of your life's experiences, an extension of what you are put on earth to do. Because unfortunately, just not yet, ChatGPT can't do that. I'm sure when it's plugged into your brain, it's going to be able to do that. But for now, let's get clarity on a few things. So get your journal out and write down the answer to these questions. You can pause the video now and work them out as we go through it. What am I passionate about? What do I research? What do I have results in? So once you've done that work on yourself, let's start to look outward at the people that we are best positioned to serve on planet Earth. Another mentor of mine, Dan Coe, I did one of his sprint cohorts, and he has a really awesome way of explaining this, that you are best positioned to serve the person that you once were. And when that stuck to me, when I heard that, I was like, dang, that is so true. As mentors, as coaches, we don't have to be 10 years ahead of the people we're teaching. We only need to be a few steps ahead. So being a month or two ahead of solving a very specific problem in your life, you are going to be positioned to help someone else solve that problem too. As an exercise, I want you to write your ideal student profile. The things that I want you to go through are to consider their demographics, their age, location, occupation, their psychographics, their interests, attitudes, behaviors, and the specific problem or desired solution is going to help them solve. Now remember, we are just word vomiting out right now. ChatGPT is going to come in and provide a load of detail on this. So just keep this quite high level for now. It's time to use AI. It's time to get AI into the position. What we want to do with this prompt chain that we're about to dive into is how to identify your one-word problem and your one-word solution. So after we go through this prompt chain, you're going to have the one-word problem, you're going to have the one-word solution, and you're going to have clarity around what you have been put on earth to do and to solve. What are the 10 biggest problems or pain points the core target audience are experiencing in the niche industry? The purpose of this is so we can actually make sure that our problem is rooted in actual tangible problems, tangible things that our audience is facing. Now, once we've done that first prompt, make sure that you are happy with some of the results, and then go ahead and do the second prompt. Copy it and paste it. What is the core problem, the cause that ties all of these problems together? Can you summarize this into a one-word problem? Remember, we want so much clarity, so we have one word that we're going to be known for and one problem that we're going to be solving. Keeping it simple. Disconnect. So yeah, ChatGPT can be quite blunt sometimes, so let's get it to elaborate. What's quite funny when I saw this for the first time, that communication was number one. Now, if I was to tell you before I'm even doing this video, I'm doing this as a demonstration, but my one word solution is communication. So choose a problem that resonates with you. Now, this is where you're going to have to do some discernment. Choose a problem that you think you are more suited to solve. So in this instance, I'm going to choose communication because I know, taking my passions, my interests, and the things I research into consideration, I talk a lot about marketing, talk a lot about branding, and that is all based in the problem of communication that people face. So that resonates with me as well. Like when I saw communication, I was like, I can solve that problem. So make sure you feel good about the word you choose. If you need to do more options, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead. And then let's move forward. So now what we can ask ChatGPT to do is, once it's expanded on it, we've primed it to find a solution. So let's ask ChatGPT to find the solution to this one word problem. Engagement. Don't think we're quite there yet. Now, remember, just before we go away and get it to create more words for us, this is again another thing from Rory Vaden, which I love, is you need to do the goosies test, the goosebumps test. So when you find your word, does it make the hair on the back of your neck stand up? Does it give you goosebumps? If it does, then it's most likely going to be your word. Okay. So it has to inspire you. It has to feel great, because remember, this is the word that you're going to be known for. And in order to be known for something, you need to feel that it is right. And if it gives you goosebumps, that's an indication from your body, from your soul, from your higher self, that you're on the right track. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's expand on it, because remember, the first hits from ChatGPT, we want to always try and expand on a little bit. Sometimes it can be blunt. So once you find a good word, sometimes you can say, all right, provide a few more words that sound like that, or provide a few more words which say the same thing, mean the same thing. And just go back and forth with ChatGPT a bit, play around with it until you find the combination that works for you. Now, once we have these two locked in, it's time to move to the really fun part, creating the offer. So this is probably the coolest prompt that we've ever created. This is all based around Alex Hormozi's magic naming formula, his offer formula. All right, so based on all of the information that we've done so far, let's go and type this prompt right in. ChatGPT, you are a market researcher. You've talked to hundreds of health and fitness coaches. Each person in the niche of online coaching has certain struggles that make it easier to sell my service. So put in your service here. And this could be a coaching offer. This could be a mentorship. This could be a creative service. So whatever your service is now, put that in. I'm going to go for a mentorship program. These are called pain points. There is a recipe for getting to the core of the pain points for the target audience, health and fitness coaches. Answer each of these questions 5 times, each getting deeper into the issues of the core target audience, appealing to their emotions and uncertainties relating to my coaching program, my mentorship program. So here are some of the questions that ChatGPT is going to go through. What keeps them awake at night? What are they afraid of? What are they angry about? What are their top daily frustrations? What trends are occurring in their business life? What do they secretly admire most? What does my target audience want the most? Summarize what their current state is and summarize what their desired state is. So we are going to do this prompt in a couple of stages because we don't want ChatGPT to get confused and lose its trail of thought. So what we say is, do the first 3 questions first and answer it 5 times. All right, so we're really putting ChatGPT to work now. It's going to answer it 5 times. It's going to give us lots of variations and a lot to go from. And everything that it creates now is going to give us an amazing bit of information that you would have to pay a market researcher a lot of money for. Boom. And you can see how in-depth some of these answers are. And it's really, really awesome because it's going to create so much great knowledge for you. It's going to create so much great information for you that you can use for your sales pages, your marketing. And remember, we'll be covering that in a later video. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Based on their current state and desired state, give a list of 5 to 6 steps that target audience can take to move from their current state to their desired state. So it's very important in marketing to communicate what the transformation pathway is going to be. And this is where we're going to get that information now. Now, can you list out all the possible challenges they might face while taking each of these steps? So this is going to be great for identifying the actual problems that they will encounter. And this is how you can create an offer based around those problems and solve them before they've even thought about them. Okay, so now is the final prompt, prompt number 10. This is my absolute favorite prompt. This is where we get to name the offer. Okay, so the offer is going to be named based around the transformation you're helping them achieve. You're going to be speaking to their problems, and this is going to form the basis of your new offer created by artificial intelligence. This is an Alex Hormozi special, so let's see what the results are. Fitness Pro Accelerator, the 90-day online coach mastery blueprint. Not bad. Let's ask ChatGPT to create some more options just in case we were not happy with that first one. All right, that's pretty cool. We can choose one of those. We can chop and change the main headline to the sub headline, but generally you're going to have a pretty awesome name and you're going to have a load of ammo and research to move on to the next phase where we'll be talking about marketing. We'll be talking about turning all of that information into your sales funnels, into your marketing content, so you can actually turn this into a real business. But my friend, I'm very excited to tell you that this is a huge amount of work done. And if you can go through this process, step-by-step process, you're going to have a really solid foundation to move from and actually build an online business off the back of. And it's taken us 20 minutes and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Shout out Infinite Waters. So what I like to do now as well is let's just get ChatGPT to format this for Google, do the hard work for us to summarize everything that we have in that prompt chain. And then we can just go ahead and copy and paste that and send it to Google. And then we've got an awesome Google document with all of our information on. We've got our title, we've got the pain points, we've got the transformation pathway, we've got the guarantee, we've got the bonuses, we've got the name, we've got the scarcity, the urgency. We have everything that Alex Hormozi talks about in $100 million offers. And it's been 20 minutes. So this is